Hi, my name's Carlotta Paulson, and I'm on the Greenbelt Advisory Board. I'm a relative newcomer to Kingsport. I showed up about a dozen years ago, and the Greenbelt seems to be one of Kingsport's best-kept secrets. It took me years to discover its existence. I initially found out about it because I would bike all around town, and I found the Kingsport Greenbelt was a great place to go biking. Then I started meeting people, and I started noticing joggers and bikers and moms strollering their kids along. It's just a great resource we've got here in Kingsport. As a gardener, I actually noticed it more for the plants growing alongside the Greenbelt than anything else. If you walk along the river section, you don't really see that much because we mow it. But if you walk along the section that runs behind Exchange Place on down towards behind Kmart, behind PetSmart, you'll see an amazing variety of wildflowers. We've got, in the spring, you'll see a giant blue carpet. That's what the locals call wild sweet William. You'll also see Jacob's ladder. That's also blue. But if you go up the hillside away from the stream, you'll see just an amazing diversity of wildflowers. In fact, it rivals any of the local arboretums, any of the botanical gardens. You'll see everything from what's called little brown jug, which is a wild ginger. You'll see wild delphiniums. You'll see columbine. You'll see virtually anything you can find in a Tennessee Wildflower Handbook. It's actually humbling to see how much we have here, but blink and you'll miss it. I mean, the flowers start coming out in February, but they're gone by May, and I just feel like stopping people and shaking them and saying, stop running for a second, look over to the side. You see those beautiful flowers blooming on the side. Do you realize how unique this is, how odd this is to find in such an urban area? Again, we also have cultivated gardens up and down. There's a lot of volunteers involved in the Greenbelt. In fact, Kingsport has an adopt-a-bed program, and they adopt beds out all over Kingsport, but I especially like the ones on the Greenbelt. There's a lot of little shady gardens, and you go along the Greenbelt, you'll see some maybe elderly gentlemen, maybe some lady just tending a flower bed. That's what they're doing. And we've got them, especially in a wild meadow area further up. It's about where 93 crosses the Greenbelt. There's large gardens there tended by the Kingsport Master Gardeners. There's also wildlife around here. If you come down around twilight, I was startled and surprised to find an entire flock of wild turkeys. Again, this was up towards the Exchange Place end of the Greenbelt. Unfortunately, we've also discovered a herd of deer hanging out in the meadow as well, which might mean the end of our gardens, but I think I'll take that trade-off for now. We've got beaver wandering around. We find bird watchers down here constantly. There's all sorts of birds hanging out, especially attracted by the stream here. Herons and all sorts of things that I'm totally not competent to describe. In the meadows, of course, we've got the bluebirds, but I've also been deliberately planting some bird-friendly seed-producing plants on those gardens, and I find entire flocks of goldfinches hanging out down there as well.